My father lost $400,000 to a fake investment scam. Half of his retirement savings, gone. And when I tried to warn him, he looked at me and said, "Sarah, are you jealous of my success? Is that what this is?" I begged him to stop. I showed him articles about scams. I told him it was fake. But he would not listen. He said I did not understand investing. He said I was just a daughter who doubted her father. And then one day he tried to withdraw his money. And the man he trusted disappeared, taking everything with him. If you want to know what happened next, make sure you subscribe to her words because this story will break your heart. My name is Sarah. I am 35 years old, and I need to tell you about the worst year of my life. The year I watched my father get scammed out of his entire retirement. The year I tried everything to save him and he pushed me away. The year I learned that pride can cost you everything. This is my story. My father Robert retired last year. He was 62 years old. He had worked his whole life as an accountant. He was careful with money. He saved every penny. He planned for retirement for 30 years. By the time he retired, he had $800,000 in his retirement account. It was everything he and my mother had worked for. Everything they had dreamed about. They were going to travel, buy an RV, see the country, spend time with their grandchildren. They had plans. Beautiful plans. The first few months of retirement were good. My father seemed happy, relaxed. He played golf. He worked in his garden. He spent time with my mom. But then I started noticing something change. My father was on his phone constantly. Always texting, always on Facebook. Always watching videos about investing and cryptocurrency and making money. He started talking about opportunities, big opportunities. Ways to grow his retirement money. One day I went to visit my parents. My father pulled me aside. He was excited. More excited than I had seen him in years. "Sarah, I found something amazing," he said. "An investment opportunity. Guaranteed returns. 25%. I am going to double our retirement money." I felt my stomach drop. "Dad, what are you talking about?" I asked. He pulled out his phone. He showed me a Facebook group. It was called something like Financial Freedom Investors. There were thousands of members. My father scrolled through posts. People were posting screenshots of their accounts, showing huge profits, talking about how much money they were making. My father was glowing. "This is real, Sarah," he said. "Look at all these people. They are all making money." I looked closer at his phone. "Who is running this?" I asked. "A man named David Chun," my father said. "He is a financial advisor. Very successful. He has been doing this for 20 years. He helps regular people like me invest in high return opportunities." "Dad, this sounds like a scam," I said carefully. 25% guaranteed returns? That is not realistic. My father's face changed. He looked disappointed, hurt. "You sound just like your mother," he said. "Always so negative. Always so afraid." "Sarah, I worked my whole life. I know how to manage money. I was an accountant for 40 years. I think I know more about this than you do." I tried again. "Dad, please just let me have my financial advisor look at this before you do anything. Let me have Tom's friend who works in finance review it. Please." My father shook his head. "I do not need anyone to review it. I have done my research. This is legitimate. And I'm doing it." 2 weeks later, my father invested $50,000. He wired the money to an account David Chun provided. I found out when my mother called me crying. She said, "Your father just sent $50,000 to someone he met on Facebook." I tried to stop him, but he will not listen to me. "Sarah, you have to talk to him." I went to my parents' house that night. I brought my husband Tom. We sat down with my father. "Dad, please," I said. "You need to get that money back. This is a scam. No legitimate financial advisor promises guaranteed returns like this." My father was calm. "Too calm?" "Sarah," he said. "I know you are worried, but you do not understand how this works." David showed me his credentials. He is registered. He has clients all over the country. He has been doing this for years. "This is real. Did you verify his credentials?" Tom asked. "Did you check with the SEC? Did you look him up on Fengra? My father looked annoyed. I do not need to do that. I trust him. He has been very transparent with me. Dad, that is exactly what scammers do. I said, they build trust. They seem legitimate. That is how they get your money. My father stood up. I think you two should go. I do not need this negativity in my house. I am making a smart financial decision. You will see. In a few months when I have made a huge return, you will apologize for doubting me. Tom, and I left. I cried the whole way. My father had always been so smart, so careful. How could he not see this was a scam? 2 months went by. Then my father called me. His voice was excited. Sarah, you need to see this, he said. I logged into my account. I have $62,000 now. My $50,000 investment already made $12,000. See? I told you it was real. Dad, it is not real, I said. They're just showing you fake numbers on a screen. Anyone can make a fake website with fake numbers. My father laughed. You just cannot admit when you are wrong, can you? Sarah, I am withdrawing $5,000 right now to prove it is real. I will show you the money in my bank account. 3 days later, my father called again. The $5,000 was in his account. Real money. He had withdrawn it and it appeared. My father was convinced. See? He said, it is not fake. The money is real. I am investing more. Over the next 6 months, my father invested more and more money. Another $100,000. Then $150,000 more. Then another $100,000. I begged him to stop every single time. I showed him articles about investment scams. I sent him news stories about people who lost everything. I pleaded with him. But every time he would say the same thing. Sarah, you just do not understand investing. You are being controlled by fear. I am being smart. My mother was terrified. She called me every week. He will not listen to me, she said. He has invested $400,000, half of everything we have. What if you are right? What if this is a scam? We will have nothing. Mom. You need to stop him, I said. This is your retirement too. You have a right to protect it. But my mother could not stop him. My father was convinced. He kept showing us the online portal. His account balance kept growing. By month 6, it showed $550,000. My father thought he was a genius. He thought he had figured out the secret to wealth. He started talking about retiring early, about buying a bigger house, about giving money to me and my sister. I knew it was fake. I knew it was all going to disappear. But I could not make him see it. And then one day my phone rang. It was my father, and he was crying. The kind of crying I had never heard from him before. The kind of crying that comes from complete devastation. Sarah, he said. His voice was breaking. I tried to withdraw $50,000. I wanted to buy the RV. But David is not answering my calls. The website is down. The portal is gone. Everything is gone. Sarah, what do I do? And in that moment I realized my father had lost everything. $400,000. Half of his retirement. Gone. And there was nothing I could do to fix it. I drove to my parents' house immediately. When I walked in, my father was sitting at the kitchen table staring at his phone. His face was pale. His hands were shaking. My mother was standing behind him with her hand on his shoulder. She had been crying. Dad, I said quietly. Tell me what happened. My father looked up at me. His eyes were red. I tried to withdraw the money, he said. I filled out the withdrawal form on the website. It said processing. That was 3 days ago. Then today I tried to log in and the website is gone. I called David. No answer. I texted him. Nothing. I emailed him. The email bounced back. Sarah, he is gone. And so is all our money. I sat down next to my father. How much? I asked, even though I already knew. $400,000, he whispered. Half of everything we saved for 30 years. My mother started crying again. I felt my own tears coming, but I held them back. I had to be strong. I had to help them. Okay, I said. We are going to the police. Right now. We drove to the police station. My father could barely speak. I did the talking. I explained everything to the officer. He took notes. He said he would file a report, but he was honest with us. This is likely an overseas scam, he said. The money is probably already gone. Moved through multiple accounts. Laundered. We will try, but I want you to be prepared. Most victims never get their money back. My father put his head in his hands. The next few weeks were terrible. The FBI got involved. They opened an investigation. My husband Tom helped me research David Chen online. We found out the truth. The photos David used were stolen from a real financial advisor in California. The real David Chen had no idea his identity was being used. The investment company never existed. The website was registered 6 months ago in another country. It was all fake. Every single thing. I found other victims online. There were dozens of them. One woman lost $600,000. One man lost his entire life savings. All the same story. Facebook group. Guaranteed returns. Fake portal showing profits. Then one day everything disappeared. My father fell into a deep depression. He stopped leaving the house. He stopped talking. He just sat in his chair staring at nothing. My mother tried to comfort him, but he would not respond. He felt stupid, ashamed, embarrassed. He had lost everything and it was his own fault. My mother had to go back to work. At 60 years old, she got a job at a grocery store. My father eventually took a part-time job at a hardware store. Their dream of traveling in an RV was gone. Their plans to spend retirement together were destroyed. They had to cancel trips, sell things, budget every single dollar. My sister Emily and I tried to help financially. We gave them what we could. But we did not have $400,000. No one did. That money was gone forever. 3 months after it happened, my father finally talked to me. We were sitting on his back porch. He looked at me with tears in his eyes. I am so sorry, Sarah, he said. You were right. You tried to warn me. You tried to protect me. And I called you jealous. I said you did not understand. But you understood perfectly. I was the fool. Dad, you are not a fool, I said. These people are professionals. They know exactly what to say. They knew how to manipulate you. I let my ego get in the way, my father said. I wanted to prove I was smart. I wanted to show everyone I could make money. And instead I lost everything. My father and I cried together that day. And slowly over time my parents started to heal. They adjusted to their new reality. They learned to live on less. They found happiness in small things. My father eventually forgave himself. But he will never get back those $400,000. And he will never get back his dream retirement. My name is Sarah. My father lost $400,000 to a fake investment scam. I tried to stop him. I begged him. I warned him. But he would not listen. And by the time he realized I was right, it was too late. If you have elderly parents, please protect them. Talk to them about scams. Make sure they know that no investment offers guaranteed high returns. Make sure they know to verify everything. And if they tell you about an amazing opportunity, please investigate it before they lose everything. If this story touched you, please subscribe to her words right now. Hit that subscribe button. Drop a comment below and tell me, have you ever had a family member fall for a scam? How did you handle it? Let me know. And please share this video with your parents. It might save them from losing everything. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.